Welcome to week 3 of our Take Your Life Back series. In this session, you'll learn how to take your life back. I hope 2 things are beginning to result from the investment of your time and your attention. 1, I hope that you're gaining some insight into yourself and to others. And 2, I hope this material will lead you to take back an area or 2 of your life that have caused you some difficulty and pain, especially for you and the folks that live around you. Now, in this session, I want to focus on the 3 results of a life taken back and 5 simple but simply difficult steps to get there. First of all, each person who is not owned by something or someone unhealthy, well, they're their own decider. No one is making the decision for you, nor is some form of desperation influencing every choice that you make. Secondly, you're the defender of your own value. You're not defensive of the things that need to be changed, but a defender of the value. No one is allowed to trample on you or malign you or treat you in any way other than as a creation of the God of the universe. And thirdly, you're your own developer. You aren't waiting for a miracle or someone else to bring good things into your life. You do what is needed to develop your character and improve your ability to connect with others. During your time together, I hope that you can open up about one of the 3 of these results that maybe you struggle with the most. Which of these 3 actions have been the most difficult for you? How have you dealt with the challenges that's presented to you? Decider, defender, and developer. They're the results, but the bigger question may be how to get there. Well, there are 5 simple steps that, as I said earlier, are simply difficult to move through. Not impossible by any means, especially if you're not trying to do this on your own. Here they are. See it, say it, own it, release it, reverse it. Well, I told you they were simple, but here is what they represent. Before we can improve or take our lives back, we have to be able to see the reality of our lives and see the problems that exist. Blind ignorance keeps us stuck in the same old rut. Once you see it, then you need to share it or say it out loud to another person. Just opening up takes so much of the power out of what's controlling you. Thirdly, you need to own it. That's taking responsibility to do what you have to do to meet the challenge that's before you. Get help or start a recovery program rather than just wait with wishful thinking. Then we release the power of the problem by forgiving ourselves for our mistakes or our unhealthy reactions, and we free ourselves by forgiving anyone who may have hurt us. Now, that's our release from the residue of an imperfect past. Then we reverse it. What Satan intended for evil, we turn it into something good. We reach out to others and comfort them with the very same comfort in which we have been comforted. That way, none of our pain is ever wasted. We use it to develop a new mission or new ministry to others. We have been there. We've found a way out, and we can lead others out also. Each of these 5 steps has its own challenges and difficulties, and each one leads to the other. Now, I'm hoping that you would be willing to share where you are in this simple 5-step, 5-word process. Share with the others that maybe you don't even see it yet, or maybe you see the problem, but so far you're just not willing to be open about it. Or perhaps you can talk about your problem all day long, and maybe you do that, but you've not really accepted responsibility to do anything about what you're dealing with. Or perhaps you've done a lot of work, but boy, that forgiveness piece just isn't there yet. Or you're at a place where you're still confused about what all of this means to your future. Maybe life is confusing because you're not using your life to help others. Once you do that, you may develop a new sense of purpose that can be an amazing revelation of what God has been up to in your life. Well, there's plenty to talk about here. Whether it's one of the 3 results or one of the 5 simple steps, I'm sure that there's an area where you've made great progress, or an area where you need to do some work, or an area that really has you stuck and confused. I hope that you'll be open with your group and that will lead to a new level of openness with others. Then, I hope you'll come back next week when we take a deeper look into a responsive life that's taken back. I want to leave you with this one thought. It's from 1 Corinthians 7:23. It says, God paid a high price for you, so don't be enslaved by the world. Well, God really did pay a high price for you. It was a painful price so that you could live free and be enslaved by nothing. For you to be free, you may have to pay a high price of discomfort and some hard work, but it'll be worth it, and it will honor the sacrifice that God made for you. Thanks again for being part of this study of Take Your Life Back.